Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we started the Battle Rock Galaxy, as well as did Hurry Scurry Galaxy and a Speedy Comet in Battle Rock. And today, in Space Junk. And today, we're going to finish off Battle Rock Galaxy as much as we can. And then do other levels that we can, because we can do them. But mainly, Battle Rock Galaxy. We have Top Maniac and the Top Man Tribe. So this is our boss of the level, I suppose. It's not really a hard boss. We'll get to it, but it's a boss. None of the bosses we fought have been particularly difficult, though, to be fair. Mega Legger's probably the hardest, and it's not even hard in the sense of you'll die hard, I think. Die hard. It's hard in the sense of getting the bullet bills to follow you properly might be a bit difficult. Anyway, we have a mod team while here. You want to shoot a starbit at him while you're pretty far away from him, because if you get too close, he will go back into his hole. You want to shoot a starbit at him while you're fairly far away from him, and then just spin into him while he's dazed, and then you can kill him. So now we have just a small platform going through a minefield. We can long jump, hopefully, to be attracted to that thing's gravitational field, and nope, unfortunately we didn't. But whatever, there's nothing on the bottom of this planet either. We just have these weird little cylindrical metal planets, and there's nothing on them, but there are little starbits and little grates in this planet, which is kind of weird. But anyway, what do you have to say? The power lines are keeping my friends aside. Hit them with something to cut them off the power. That's really a weak power line, but alright, we'll hit them with Top Men. But before we talk to that Luma, if we go onto this piston here that's moving up and down, we can get a Super Shroom that increases our health. So that's helpful. And now we can't even see a shortcut. I don't know why they refer to it as a shortcut when it's the only way you could get there. A path would be a better term for it, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's just kill this Matsimo and get a coin because I didn't spin into it. Did it give it starbits before? I guess so. I'm going to assume it did, because most enemies but like 2 give you starbits, and those are the smaller, differently shaped Goombas that we saw in Gateway Galaxy, or Into the Galaxy, the first level we did in the first episode. Those guys give you just coins when you spin into them, because they die in one hit. Same with Magic Koopas. Yeah, Magic Koopas. I'm pretty sure Magic Koopas, yes, they only give you a coin. You can go on this block and simply backflip up onto the higher level here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually play the game as was intended. And also, I don't really want to jump into lava here. If I have to, then, you know, I'll deal with it. But I'd rather not burn forever, for all eternity. You know, it's not my preferred way of living. Mainly because it'll cause me to die. And then I won't have a way of living anymore. But, you know, to each their own. So now there's a kind of platforming sequence here. We had to not get sucked into the upper part there because you don't want to go back to the lower level. Oh, here's one of those Goombas that would only give you a coin. Let's demonstrate that. Let's not, because I don't feel like going back to them. They don't only give you a coin. Just trust my judgment. However, this Goomba, he will give us a starbit that I want. I also want that starbit, but I won't be able to get it, I don't think. Maybe I will be. Hold on. I got it. This game can't keep me down. So you want to watch out for these red ones, because they will reach the floor and they will crush you, and then you will die instantly. Crushing in this game kills you instantly, unlike in Mario 64 and Sunshine, I'm pretty sure, where it would only take away 1 unit of health. Like, you get crushed by one unit, but it would take away a little bit of health, exactly. Like in 64, you get crushed by a Womp, yeah, you'd be fine. Womp or Thwomp. Because there's both in that game, and they had weird blue Womp designs, I think. Those are Womps, right? Thwomps are the gray brick ones, Womps are the blue ones, I'm pretty sure. And strangely enough, neither of those guys appear in this game. They appear in Galaxy 2, both in, well, because they have Throwback Galaxy, and because they have just them in general. But from that lift there, we have these guys that we had to knock into the green or red power lines there to shut them off, and open this door, which that changes the gravity for some reason and launches down here. And strangely, there's nothing on this platform. I kind of wish there was a secret block or something, or starbits, but either way, we get a really cool scene of just that exploding. And we're on the back of a UFO, one of the UFOs that was actually used to steal Peach's castle, which I still think is a small nod to Paper Mario, which I appreciate because Paper Mario is an incredible game. The 1000 Year, I think it's better, but yeah, it's still a good game. The original Paper Mario, I love that. I love every game in that series that's good. You know, the first three. You know what? Those are the only 3 games. Let's just say that. Let's just keep it at that. So actually, if we go into first-person view here, we can see Top Man kind of just spinning up there. And as we head into his arena, he will come down and be threatening, I guess. He's not difficult. Basically, you jump on him and he will get his spikes will retract, and these guys will bounce you around. Be a bit annoying. They give you a star, but so it's worth killing them. Yeah, he'll retract spikes when you jump on the giant fuck me button on the top of him. And you can also get a... Oh god, I didn't show that off. Down there, because I actually meant to show it off, but I didn't, is something called the Luma Shop. You can go there to buy an extra life or a super shroom to give you more health. I believe it's 30 star bits to get either one. It's either 30 or 20, and I don't feel like I needed it, but you can go get it if you are having trouble with Top Man, so there's that. But Top Man is dead. He's pretty easy. We got a power star. But there is no Prankster Comet Battle Rock Galaxy. It'll appear eventually. But for now, let's just open up this galaxy, which is the Rolling Green Galaxy. Another level I'm sure everyone wants to see done. In here, it's a one-off. We have Rolling in the Clouds. So, this is another level similar to Loop-de-Loop Galaxy that uses motion controls in a pretty big way. It's got those starbits over there because I want them. Hey now, if you're thinking about just running that ball away, you'd better listen to our old billboard here. First, jump on top of that ball. Yep, that's gotta jump on top of it, which is like a star stuck in amber, I guess. Anyway, we gotta hold the Wii Remote straight up. Right, that's it. That's what we call the basic position. From that basic position, tilt the Wii Remote in different directions to move the ball in that direction. Then press A to jump. If anything gets in your way, smush it. Anything, you know, stuff. Basically, it's kind of like an arcade joystick. The Wii Remote now, you gotta move it around like that. But it doesn't work that well, moving around a completely 3D space like this. It works well enough, it controls okay, but I really wish you could just use the analog stick, because, I mean, it's kind of fun level, but I'm just not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna jump over that. I could get these star bits, but I really don't care enough. I was going a bit too fast there to really position myself properly. The music here will speed up and slow down depending on how fast you're going. And you actually want to be careful of smushing enemies close to a pit, because it can be dangerous because you can be bounced into the pit. I would go over there and get those star bits, but I really don't want to because I could really risk falling and launching over here. That's that. It's a very short level, but a lot of people have trouble with it because of the controls and not being used to them. I completely understand that one. That one is quite difficult to control, quite difficult to get used to, so I completely understand people ever having trouble with that one. But that's done. Let's just grab our power star at the top of a flagpole, just like classic Mario, like Mario 1 in the 3D games at least. 3D Mario Land and World at least. Because, you know, World didn't have it. Why haven't they brought back the like thing from World where like it's the tape going up and down the goal? I kind of want that back. I don't know. I kind of like that more because it gave you a little mini game, but you get lives, which to be fair weren't useless, or were pretty useless in Mario World because it reset your life. But anyway, we have a Daredevil Comet at the Battle Rock Galaxy, so let's go and tackle that. Daredevil Comets are one that leave you at 1 health and give you a specific challenge, such as this, Top Maniac's Daredevil Run. As you can see when we were flying around, there is no Luma Shop here. That is because you are stuck at 1 health eternally in this level. That's what a Daredevil challenge is. If we run around, you know, Luma shop to buy that extra health shroom, and coins are useless because you only have 1 health anyway. So you just have to beat the boss, Top Maniac here, with 1 health. He's pretty easy. I thought I was gonna jump around on the spikes there, so I was gonna eat my words. He's easy. You shouldn't die to him, but really, I mean, if you should die a few times if you're not that experienced with platformers, I guess. Or rather, it'd be understandable if you died a few times. But for the most part, Top Man's pretty easy. We dealt with him here. The third phase is a bit difficult because you could accidentally land on the minions he summons, but for the most part, Top Man's easy, and his Dead Overrun is just as easy. But now done with Battle Rock as best as we can be for now. We finished all the galaxies and the main part of the dome. So, let's open the enemy base with a good 10 stars above the requirement. Said, it's a Bowser's Star Reactor. Boss level here is the Fiery Stronghold. As we land, let me say I am so happy that they brought this song back. This is the Bowser theme from Mario 64, and it's so good. It's even better in Galaxy 2, but every version of this song that's ever existed has been incredible. This is just an incredible song. I feel like it should just be the Bowser theme because it just fits him so well. It's such a good song. I really want it to be just Bowser's theme. Don't get me wrong, I like the theme in things like 3D World. If we're counting at least like the Bowser World theme in 3D World as his theme, I would personally, but I really think this is the best theme he's ever gotten. Anyway, the gravity here is all out of whack. Check out the arrows. Yes, just as in some other levels, the arrows represent the direction of gravity. But oh god, okay, we're alright. Everything's fine. I could talk about this song for a long time, and I really don't want to because I want to talk about the level. I love this level. I love all the Bowser levels in pretty much every game. Like, I love Corona Mountain and Sunshine. I love all the Bowser levels in 64. I love all the Bowser levels here in Galaxy 2 as well. Bowser levels are always my favorite because they do end up typically being just really fun platforming challenges. No, like, huge gimmicks like in certain levels. No, it's not a huge on exploration. It's just a platforming level. So, I always enjoy them the most out of a lot of levels. Like, they're levels I sometimes just go back to the game to play out of the blue, like not gonna play any of the levels but the Bowser levels. It's because I want a platforming challenge. But speaking of Bowser, here he is shooting meteors out of his mouth because he can do that now. If you're quick, you can grab this super mushroom right here and get an extend on your health. And he's just gonna destroy the platforms. I don't know why he doesn't destroy the ones ahead of you, like actively, but I mean whatever. And he's gonna stand there and wait for us. Finally made it. Just in time for me to stomp you into space pit. Not the best threat, to be honest, but hey, whatever. By the way, love the background in this level. The red sky, it's amazing. And as I was just talking about music, this song, the Bowser fight theme, is incredible. But how do you beat Bowser? Well, as SBF wouldn't know, you had to have him jump. Eventually, he'll jump. After a certain amount of attacks, he'll just jump into the air, and you want to have him jump into these blue bits on the planet, and that will have him burn his tail. You need to chase him, or rather, chase him around the planet in the opposite direction he's going. So you want to run into him. He'll turn around, and then you want to spin into his tail. He'll then start spinning around in general, just on his back, and then you want to hit him like that to finish him off for that round. And I love that when Bowser is vulnerable, the fucking choir comes in. You wouldn't think a Mario game is the one that would have incredible graphics, for the Wii especially, and like an incredible orchestral choir soundtrack for its boss fights. And if you heard that in theory, I don't know if you'd say it would work for Mario, but goddamn does it work. It's so good. Just the Bowser theme in general, the Bowser fight theme. Everything about Bowser in this game I actually quite like. His levels, his theme, the music around him, that he's actually a sort of threat in this game. I don't know, Bowser's actually, like, good in this game for once, which I'm not the biggest fan of Bowser being in every single game, so that's surprising that I like him this much in this game. What? How? Foolish Mario. My plan's too far along now. You really think you could stop me? And he's gonna laugh. And if you didn't know, Bowser knows dark magic now. He can just teleport away. I think he did technically know magic in 64 because he could teleport, but I don't think it was as pronounced there. He's always been magical, hasn't he? Because he did stuff in like Mario 1. He turned all the toys into bricks. But anyway, we have our third Grand Star. You rescued another Grand Star, and powers returned to another dome in the back of the observatory. But I don't think we have enough star power to fly the observatory through the universe. The villain who captured your special one took her far from here, to the center of the universe. Once our star power is restored, the observatory will be able to go there. Then you can reunite with your special one. But while we've done that and saved another Grand Star at the fountain, there is one more level sort of at the fountain that we need to tackle, and that is the Hungry Luma. And this Hungry Luma leads to another kind of infamous level in Sunshine, fucking hell, in Galaxy. Let's go ahead and feed him. How many does he want? I believe it's 600. It's either 600 or 400. It's 400. Okay, 600 not until later. 400 is pretty easy to obtain, so let's go ahead and feed him all those. That's it, I'm stuffed. Here we go, transform. And he will transform into a whole galaxy called... Go ahead and do it. The Sling Pod Galaxy. If you remember Sling Pods, those things like in Terrantox's Tangled Web that we use to launch ourselves. So here, we have a very sticky situation. This level is essentially Sling Pod Central. You had to launch yourself from Sling Pod to Sling Pod, while timing it in between these boulders and aiming it properly to reach the next Sling Pod, and not dying. If you need a level to grind star bits, this is perfect. One, because if you die a lot, you're gonna get star bits anyway. They respawn if you die, the star bits. There's lives anyway, so you won't really get a game over. And there's an area coming up later that will give you plenty of star bits that we'll reach actually in a moment here. Here you want to wait for them to shoot 3 cannonballs and then go ahead. Also, every 50 star bits, you get a life, so it's not like you're going to be strapped for lives, even with dying all the time. Because you can just purposefully die, like you can shake the Wiimote when you're in a pulsar to actually let go of it, and then you'll just go into the black hole and die. But the star bits will respawn, and actually the checkpoint for the stage is right here, well around this area. So you can just collect these star bits every time you die, and if you can only get 999 star bits in a single run, but then you just can finish the level and then go back to the level to get more star bits. Pretty easy. If you need star bits to grind, well, here you go. There isn't not an achievement, I was about to say an achievement, a little Easter egg if you get 9,999 star bits in total, but also you can just use this to feed Hungry Lumas if you're having trouble with that. Okay, I thought I missed that Sling Pod for a moment. I just wanted the extra life. Let's launch. Alright, okay. Let's grab those star bits. You want to be a bit careful because that firebar, I believe, can hurt you if you're just holding back on the Sling Pod. Let's launch. Alright, we have one more to go. We just have to get in between these barriers and aim, and there we go. First attempt. Yeah, that level can be a bit tricky if you're still doing it for the first time, or if you're doing it for the first time, you might not be so used to how aiming the sling pod works. Maybe you're just not good at aiming. Whatever it may be, that level can be a bit tricky, admittedly. I don't really think it's that difficult. Well, to me personally, it's not that difficult. But I can understand why people have trouble with it. But with that galaxy complete, and so everything we can at the terrace, the fountain complete right now, Rosalina's Storybook has opened. That's not something we'll be tackling for a while until it's completed, but every so often a chapter to Rosalina's Storybook will be added, and you can go right over here to the library and hear it. We're not going to do that for a while. We're just going to, how it says, we're going to read this or listen to the Storybook once everything has been added to it. But the observatory is getting a lot more lively. There's lights, there's more lumas. It's just a lot brighter in general. And with that, that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Next time, we head to our next dome right there, the kitchen, to do more levels. Maybe even meet some more people that escape Peach's castle. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys then.